West Nile virus can affect some people very negatively. A lot of people will not actually get sick after they're bitten by a infected mosquito. But there's a small percentage of people that can either get a very mild disease where you just have fever, flu-like symptoms, but some people are highly susceptible to the virus, and they will actually develop what's called neuroinvasive disease, which in some cases will kill people, and in other cases will be debilitating for life. The only other species that seems to be highly susceptible to the virus, which was not endemic in the United States before 1999, is the horse. In the United States, hundreds if not thousands of horses have become sick with West Nile, and a lot of them have died. About 30% of non-vaccinated horses can have very severe disease subsequent to West Nile virus infection. On the upside, however, there are 4 highly efficacious vaccines that are out there, and humans are unfortunately not as lucky. There's currently no human vaccine in the pipeline, whereas horses have been able to be successfully vaccinated for the last 7 or 8 years. The only option that humans have to prevent disease is to prevent the bite. There are a couple of things that can be done around the house. You do not want to create any on-site mosquito breeding sites, and that happens very quickly during the summer. So if you have bird baths or watering cans, or a very good breeding spot is tires left around on the property that occasionally catch some irrigation water, that's a perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. And during the summer months in northern Nevada, or generally in the western United States, it only takes about 3 days for the next mosquito generation to hatch, and you have your own locally bred mosquito population, which you absolutely want to avoid. Mosquito surveillance in the frontier counties in Nevada is conducted through the Office of the State Entomologist at the Nevada Department of Agriculture. So the Department of Agriculture in those areas does outreach and trapping. All of those samples, both mosquito pools, dead birds, and also all animal samples, get submitted to the Nevada Department of Agriculture's Animal Disease Lab. We test these samples with the help of a CDC grant that we get through the State Health Division. Any type of virus that is transmitted through a mosquito bite, the defense against those diseases is exactly the same. What you're fighting is the bite, regardless of what the potential disease is that gets transmitted through a mosquito bite. The best thing to do is to cover up at dawn and dusk and use insect repellent.